We're continuing with the Amethi storm debate, and joining us the panel right now is Gaurav Bhatia, Kamal Farooqi, GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Jainara and Vyas of the BJP. Welcome, gentlemen. DP Tripathi should be joining us in some time. Rita Bahuguna Joshi will be representing the Congress party on that debate. Before I continue and open this part of the debate, because that was interesting, wasn't it, that the first part of the conversation between Smriti Irani and Randeep Singh Surjewala, I want to play out that part of, this was the response that came from Priyanka Gandhi, where she said, and as this graphic plate is on your screen, I'm going to read it out in Hindi. She says, इन्होंने अमेठी की धरती पे, referring to Narendra Modi, मेरे शहीद पिता का अपमान किया है. अमेठी की जनता इस हरकत को कभी माफ नहीं करेगी. इनकी नीच राजनीति का जवाब मैं मेरे बूथ के कार्यकर्ता देंगे. अमेठी के एक-एक बूथ से जवाब आएगा. In other words, she said, my martyred father has been insulted and the congressmen, Congress workers will respond from every booth of Amethi. Why was Priyanka provoked? This was the reason.
आप कहते हैं राहुल भैया राजीव जी के कदमों पर चलते हैं. मैं उदाहरण देता हूं. गुस्से की राजनीति कौन करता है? कुछ साल पहले जब राजीव गांधी राहुल गांधी से भी छोटी उम्र के थे और कांग्रेस पार्टी के महासचिव थे, और श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी भारत की प्रधानमंत्री, ये एक पार्टी के महासचिव थे. मैं हैदराबाद गए, एक पार्टी के महासचिव को रिसीव करने के लिए आंध्र के मुख्यमंत्री एयरपोर्ट पर आए, और पता नहीं राजीव गांधी का गुस्सा ऐसा भड़क गया, आंध्र के चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री उससे उम्र में डबल थे, अंजैया जी, उनको एयरपोर्ट पर इन्होंने डांटा, अपमानित किया, गुस्सा किया.
Okay, GVL Narasimha Rao, what's the point in bringing Rajiv Gandhi into the debate? I mean, why was that done today? What was he indicating? By targeting Rajiv Gandhi, what was Modi indicating?
No, he was not targeting Rajiv Gandhi, because whatever negatives they were trying to highlight in Mr. Modi, he said these are the negatives that your entire dynasty suffers from. He was only trying to answer
so he made it personal,
on
right?
issues that they have been really
So he
raising.
made it personal.
No,
why did he make it personal?
There is nothing personal. The issue that Mr. Modi had raised about insulting Andhra Chief Minister, it is one of the most important events in
yeah, but what is the relevance of that to a debate that you thought was focused on development?
No, it's a speech over 1 hour where he was talking about a wide range of issues, and this is one thing. This is the kind of a
was that a strategic error
against me?
Kamal Farooqi,
no,
is it a strategic error? Is it a strategic error by targeting Rajiv Gandhi in Amethi?
There is nothing personal.
Was that a strategic error? Because Priyanka Gandhi has very quickly picked up the issue and is looking to score an emotional point. Mr. Farooqi.
Are you addressing me?
Yeah, Mr. Farooqi, that is to you.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because we must not go to the level when the departed leaders are being talked in this fashion. This is not our culture. This is not our Indian culture. I personally feel Mr. Modi should have been careful about using all these words. It was not necessary. It was not required. And I think it has not left good taste. And I'm pretty sure that Priyanka would raise this emotional issue. And it will be used in the election.
Why was this done, Jainara and Vyas? What does it reflect? I know you want to, BJP and Mr. Modi want to give an impression that they really want to take the Gandhi family head on. But isn't it hypocrisy that you say, Narendra Modi says that we will not use the occasion to hurl jibes at anyone in his speech. But then he uses the occasion to bring up Rajiv Gandhi's fit of anger, knowing that the former Prime Minister is a sensitive and emotional point of discussion. Tell me, Mr. Vyas, which part of narrating this event relates to Amethi's development?
Well, let us understand first, Arnab, that when you are making a speech there, you are talking about an overall aspect of leading to the entire family's way of governance and development. You know that their traits, their temperament, the kind of the behavior that they have been meting out to others, and I think as a part of history this might have surfaced, and that's all.
History. Please clarify, what do you mean history? Was that a lesson in history or a political speech?
No, it is not. You know, when you are making a mention about
by
what
the way,
kind of family you are dealing with.
He refers
what
in
kind of-
history in a very weak
see,
manner, in fact.
When you talk about Nehru Gandhi Parivar, you are talking about the dictatorial traits that they have. And these dictatorial traits can be identified and can be highlighted by some of the incidences which today are part of the history. Like suppose somebody wants to give an example how Youth Congress can behave under
Mr. Modi is very poor in
It's
history.
not a reference to Sanjay Gandhi.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Arnab,
Youth Congress behavior under Sanjay
It was
Gandhi.
one
That is the
incident.
reference.
It was this one
Arnab, thank you
incident
for
which
allowing me to
resulted in the birth of
Arnab.
Telugu Desam Party, and
I think-
NTR swept to polls only after this incident.
Yes,
Arnab,
but you are...
it's not
No, no, what is the
So it's
relevance
not
of that? I just, point is...
No,
Yes,
Arnab, I think what
Gaurav.
the real point today is that Mr. Vyas is referring to history. Let me say this, the Indian history talks about some sense of sanctity attached to departed leaders. And be it from any party, be it the Congress or
No,
the
that
BJP
way no
or any other
departed
party,
leader can be made
when a
any
person
mention.
is not there, even
No,
to
that way
verify
no
the
departed
facts
leader
of
of
what
any
Mr.
party can
Narendra
be made
Modi
any
has said,
mention about his
I think
behavior or
it wasn't
whatever is
signified
the,
on part of Mr. Narendra Modi to attack a
documented
former
history.
Prime Minister
There is
of this
nothing that
country.
he's talking about
I'm
a
not
private
speaking-
conversation.
I am
This
not
is not a
speaking
private
about one
conversation of
person,
Mr. Modi
his
with
principle.
anybody.
Mr. Vyas, don't
This is
continuously
recorded
interrupt
history,
me.
documented history.
Don't continuously interrupt me. Have the patience to hear me out.
I am
Any
not
leader
speaking out,
who's
gentlemen.
not there to rebut even the facts, who's contributed to the nation, you might ideologically criticize his ideology or policies, but you cannot say what you've said today. And I think there were a lot of contradictions in Mr. Narendra Modi's speech today, because he said that Ayodhya is first of all a land where pran jaye par vachan na jaye. Should the BJP not answer the people of Ayodhya? What happened to the promise of Ram Temple?
You have a lot
And
to
another
answer.
big question is, why was the picture?
Let Arnab
Why
decide
was
what
the
will be the
picture of
discussion
Lord
on
Ram?
this show. If you want to divert, if you want to deflect the
what
attention
was
of
the
this,
need to
the
have a
subject
picture
matter of the
of Lord
debate,
Ram
there are
as
a lot
the
of things that
background of
Samajwadi
the
Party will
The
have to
broader
answer.
point is, the nub of the issue, and this is what I'm coming to. The nub of the issue is for the BJP to answer one question on the Newshour tonight. One question. And this takes me to my next report, then I'm going to come back with the next debate.
Emergency.
The question is this.
Talk about excesses made in
No, the question is this. 1 minute, gentlemen.
things that happened during emergency.
BJP is violating model code of conduct in every rally on a regular basis. What was the need to invade?
I think you
Lord
have
Rama's
no
picture on
right
the
to make
backdrop?
such comments.
Is it not a
Because what kind of how you are capturing booths, how you are indulging in malpractices is something that will come out very soon.
Model code of
You are
conduct.
so desperate.
Third point
I
has
think
been
you are
violated.
adopting all electoral malpractices
as a backdrop.
I think Samajwadi Party
If these
is the last
parties,
party that should be
if
talking
these
about it.
parties, the question everyone is asking tonight is simply this. If these parties, 1 minute, if these parties, if all of you are so confident, ladies and gentlemen, if you're all so absolutely confident of winning, why are you polarizing? That's the question that all these parties need to ask. The BJP and the Congress are racing against Mayawati and Mulayam in the crucial eastern Uttar Pradesh area. More than 30 seats are still to be taken. So the Congress takes the skull-capped cleric to Varanasi. Amit Shah calls Azamgarh a terror base. And Narendra Modi makes a speech in Lord Ram's backdrop. And then the BJP says that was a mistake. The fact is tonight, each side is dashing in to appease on communal lines. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, senior Congress leader, joining the debate. My first question is to you, Ms. Joshi. Arnab here, good evening. I just want to understand, Ms. Joshi, why you have brought this person called Mehdi Hassan Baba. Okay, we don't have the audio line with us, so let me get Kamal Farooqi in on that till I get Rita Bahuguna Joshi back on the line. What do you think about Mehdi Hassan Baba, the person who offered Modi a skull cap? And the skull cap was reduced during the Sadbhavna fast in 2011. Why do you think he is out there to campaign for the Congress party? Is that not communalizing the situation?
No, I personally feel it is not a communalization of the whole thing. Everybody is free. Everybody is going there. Anybody can go. Hindus or Muslims are going over there. Even the some Hindu very top religious leaders are opposing him. So even Muslim leaders, if they are going, I don't take much instance in it. But the worst part is what Amit Shah has said. In fact, Amit Shah has gone again to a point which is absolutely unwarranted and highly condemnable.
No, one second. Before you go to Amit Shah, I'm not satisfied with that reply. No, I'm not satisfied with that reply. Let me ask Rita Bahuguna Joshi. Ms. Joshi, you can hear me now?
Yeah, very clearly.
Ms. Joshi, this Mehdi Hassan Baba, is he a politician? The only reason he came to fame, and I'll put those pictures on the screen as I ask you the question, is that he offered a skull cap to Narendra Modi and the skull cap was refused. Now, what is Ajay Rai doing, your Congress party candidate, with Mehdi Hassan? Why are you communalizing the election in this manner?
No, but please first question what BJP is doing. What statement did Mr. Modi go and give in Assam?
I'll ask the BJP.
What did he
you
say?
answer about Mehdi Hassan.
Speaking people are Bangladeshis. What is Amit Shah doing in Azamgarh?
Why have you got a religious figure from Gujarat to campaign for the BJP?
He's going and having a
party.
temple replica in his behind. I have not heard, I have not yet seen, I'm just coming from campaign in Uttarakhand. I have not heard about what you are saying. But I have other statements. You see the entire election being communalized by the BJP. Why can't you see what's happening in Bengal and Assam? What's happening in Azamgarh? What's happening in Faizabad?
I'll come to that.
Mr. Modi is a totally frustrated person. He's frustrated and he's desperate to get into power.
Miss Joshi, your party, and let's get Jainara and Vyas to respond to you. The fact is that your party accuses the BJP of religious symbolism. I'm asking you tonight, Jainara and Vyas, please respond. What is confabulating with clerics? You bring clerics, you fly them down and you make them campaign for the Congress party. What is that? What is the symbolism of that? Jainara and Vyas.
I'm very comfortable.
And what is Baba Ramdev and the kinds doing?
I'll ask about that later.
I have no idea what's happening in
I'll ask everyone.
I don't know about this incident.
Mr. Vyas.
I'm very comfortable. I am very comfortable, Arnab, replying you tonight. The day this incident happened, we very clearly said that topi ibadat ke liye hai, siyasat ke liye nahi. And therefore, we never thought this could become a convenient tool in the hands of Congress. So politicizing. It is Congress which is politicizing it.
Gaurav, a minute.
Mr. Vyas reply on that. Everybody will
it is Congress.
I am sorry.
No, but why don't you say one word?
Mr. Modi said.
Okay, one at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
He said.
I will tell you who's speaking now. Rita Bahuguna Joshi is speaking. Jainara and Vyas, 1 minute. I request you all. I have a ground rule on the news hour tonight. I'm going to set a ground rule. 1 second, Rita ji. Rita ji, 1 minute. 1 minute. मैं ground rule रखना चाहता हूँ. Ground rule मेरा एक request है. Keep your answers short and speak as strongly as you want, but let the other side finish. Then we'll go into, and allow me to moderate this. Allow me to moderate this. Now, Rita Bahuguna Joshi, don't dodge it. Answer the question. Don't dodge it by asking a counter question on Azam Khan. I am asking you, your party has bought in, whether Shahi Imam or Mehdi Hassan, you are also doing the same kind of communal politics. Respond to that, Ms. Joshi, if you can.
Mr. Modi made a public statement that if the Muslims will come to me, they will love me. So if the Muslims are going and approaching and making statements in the election, he should go ahead and reply to them and to embrace them. It is not us, it was he who has invited the Muslims to go to him, to speak to him.
You have brought him.
So it's for
you have brought him.
How he's going to stand.
You have brought him. Your party has brought him.
Moreover, if they are... Your party has brought him to Varanasi. Your candidate there, Ajay Rai, is he not your candidate? Will you disown him too? See, I have about this incident, I have no idea because I've just flown in from Uttarakhand. I understand. I'm just pointing it out to you. What you're talking about. But as far as I'm concerned, I've heard Modi ji speak in all the meetings recently. See how frustrated and desperate he is. He says all Bengali speaking Muslims are Bangladeshis. And look what has happened in Assam. He goes to Faizabad, has a temple replica, and talks of Ram all along. There, Amit Shah speaks
You can respond
in Azamgarh, talks about the land of terrorism. I mean, what are these people doing? You have to question them, please.
Well, I'll question them. I'll question them. But my question, my first question to the BJP tonight is this.
No, that's a different issue.
My first question to the BJP tonight.
Shankaracharya Puri is coming to the Shankaracharya Puri is coming to campaign for Modi in Varanasi, as I have read in the papers. What do you talk about? What do you say about that? The question is, if some cleric wants to support some party or an individual, that's a separate issue. But when the candidate stands and talks in such terms, in such divisive terms, in terms which are provocative,
that's not it.
That is where you have to see.
So I don't think you've answered the question completely, but my next question is to the BJP. Now we are going back to the open debate. Thank you for your cooperation. We are back to the open debate now. My question to GVL Narasimha Rao, if you can answer that question.
Just make a quick point.
Gaurav, I am coming to the point of Amit Shah now, so you can come in when I answer that question. You will respond to GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL Narasimha Rao, what is this? All Muslim youth are terrorists? An entire Azamgarh is a den of terror?
Azamgarh has been a den of terror. That is the matter of fact.
And all Muslim youth are terrorists.
Headlines from. No, he didn't say all Muslim youth are terrorists.
I strongly object to it because this is the very damaging and anti-national statement.
You cannot distort. Please,
I strongly object to it.
Let me respond.
I strongly object to it. They are communalizing the whole issue.
He said
they are communalizing the whole thing. They are targeting Azamgarh and Batal and other places for this purpose.
Arnab,
why they are targeting the entire Azamgarh? It's very unfortunate.
Times of India has this headline.
What Times of India says about it?
Terror abyss.
It says that everybody is there. You are coming back again. You are coming back again to the original idea. In fact, again you are coming back to the original idea that you have been saying this.
When I finish, let him keep his cool.
It's very unfortunate you are making these kind of statements.
If NIA is criminal, if Intelligence Bureau is criminal, if Times of India is criminal, if Indian Express is criminal, then I will accept what Amit Shah said is criminal comment. You cannot say this is a matter of fact. The security establishment.
So you mean to say that entire Azamgarh is a place of terrorism?
No, I don't understand that.
Times of India says.
I don't understand that. What are you saying, GVL Narasimha Rao? GVL Narasimha Rao, don't quote the Times of India to deflect the issue. Come to the point. I will ask you today. Consider. Consider. No, one second.
This is what NIA says. This is what Intelligence Bureau says.
Mr. Rao,
has NIA said that entire Azamgarh is like this? Has NIA said that?
No.
Has NIA said that entire Azamgarh is like this?
All the terror,
Mr. Arnab Goswami will be defending Times of India.
No, Mr. Rao, answer his question. Mr. Rao, answer his question. Mr. Rao, answer his question. Has the NIA said that all of Azamgarh is a den of terrorists?
Let him speak only when I finish. I think he cannot simply, he did this earlier and he had to leave the Samajwadi Party.
Who?
Let him remember this. You have to make responsible statements.
So what? So I still stand by this, Mr. Narasimhan. You are the people who are making all these kind of stupid statements.
That's why your party,
you should learn the lesson. You have been saying this. Forget about that, Mr. Narasimhan. Ask this question. You have been telling about the Muslims. You have been telling about the area. Highly condemnable, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Personal attack.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, highly condemnable.
My question is to the other BJP representative, Mr. 1 second. We are going to get in Jai Narendra, Rita Bahuguna Joshi, as well as Gaurav Bhatia back to the debate. My question is this, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually of a point of view tonight. The Congress party must be asked questions about why Mehdi Hassan has been brought into the election. The BJP must be asked questions about what Azam Khan has said, and the BJP is also asked questions about why Narendra Modi, when he's speaking, and I put the pictures up there, when he's speaking, he's got a big picture, portrait of Lord Ram in the background. Now, doesn't the BJP know the facts? It says it's a mistake. Mr. Arun Jaitley told me later today it was a mistake. You make a mistake when you're so conscious of the positioning of Mr. Modi's speeches. Is it an accident that you had Lord Ram's picture? That a use of religious symbols which is not allowed by the Election Commission was allowed in this particular case? My question is this, Jai Narayan Vyas, and answer it if you have an answer. Amit Shah says, if the government releases terrorists, then more bomb blasts will take place. Now, the Samajwadi Party has been calling for the release of Muslim youth wrongfully arrested on terror charges and not releasing terrorists per se. when you are equating all Muslim youth to terrorists, are you not making a blatantly communal statement? And if you are making a blatantly communal statement, why are you doing so? If you are so sure that you are winning, then we want to know why at this stage of the election do you want to add this sort of religious, communal, divisive flavor to your campaign, Mr. Vyas? You can respond, and then Rita Bahuguna Joshi and Gaurav Bhatia will respond to you.
Arnab, I don't think anybody in the right sense of mind would buy that argument that every Muslim is being labeled as somebody who is a terrorist.
Have you not heard what Amit Shah says?
I mean, let me complete, Arnab.
That is what Narasimhan is saying right now.
Let me build up my argument.
Rita Bahuguna Joshi wants to respond. Her hand is up. Complete your argument quickly.
Arnab, you yourself said the ground rules that will permit the argument to be completed.
They want to.
Yes, Rita Bahuguna Joshi.
They want to do to Eastern UP what they BJP.
What happens, Arnab, is that those
BJP is doing to Eastern UP, wants to do to Eastern UP what they do to Muzaffarnagar to Western UP. They criminalize Western UP, they want to criminalize Eastern UP. And it's a very conscious statement, a conscious effort to criminalize the elections in Eastern UP.
The point is not what you are saying. The point is the politics that went on under Sapa, Basapa and Congress, they are responsible for creating today's Azamgarh. And those who were accustomed to beat Gujarat with 2002 states are unable to stand this.
Sir, please.
Problem. They are responsible for creating Azamgarh.
Sir, speak
they
factually.
Are responsible for state of
speak factually. Sir, speak factually. Janara and Vyas, speak factually. Azamgarh, for example, has a Muslim population. Speak factually. Azamgarh has a Muslim population of 45%. Despite that,
it's a clear political strategy.
It is
a clear political strategy to criminalize the elections in the last lap in Eastern UP.
They did
this with Muzaffarnagar in Western UP. This is what they want to repeat in Eastern UP. They want polarization.
That is responsible for creating today's Azamgarh.
Well, it's a race to polarize on all sides. It's the race to polarize on all sides. When I come back, I'm going to ask the Samajwadi Party whether they will have the courage to admit that some of what has been said about terror activities in Azamgarh can't be ruled aside either. I will ask Gaurav Bhatia whether he has the courage to admit that some of the terror activities which have been centered around Azamgarh is something that he too will have to acknowledge regardless of his political interest on the Newshour tonight. I'm back on this debate, hotting up right now in just a few minutes. Please come back. Debate number 2 continues on the Newshour. Okay, now I give one opportunity to the BJP leaders before I open this debate. That here's one opportunity, admit your fault. You say you won't polarize, but you polarize.
I would also like to make a remark.
Yes, Gaurav.
Arnab, first of all, I would like to say that Mr. Amit Shah has already been
directing your questions
by
at
the
the wrong
party
party. It is the Samajwadi Party, the Congress Party, and every other party.
If nobody would interrupt, it would be nice. I would be able to make my comments.
Mr. Rao, Gaurav wanted to make a point. I'll let him.
By Sushil Kumar Shinde.
No.
You have the letter from Sushil Kumar Shinde written to all the chief ministers asking them to withdraw cases against Muslim alleged terror suspects. I think this was blatant.
Well, what happened to your development debate?
I would like to come in, Arnab.
No, 1 second. 1 minute. Gaurav Bhatia is responding to you. Mr. Rao, 1 minute. Mr. Rao, okay. Took your point. Gaurav Bhatia.
It's a bouquet of issues.
Gaurav Bhatia.
When the development agenda of Mr. Narendra Modi has failed, then they are resorting to cheap tactics of communal politics, which started from Muzaffarnagar, which started from 84 Kosh Parikrama Yatra.
I think you have to doing.
Mr. Amit Shah,
the Samajwadi Party,
who himself has been charge-sheeted in a murder case. He goes to Azamgarh, where the environment is otherwise also volatile because of the acts of BJP, and he generalizes to say that all Muslim youths are indulging in terrorist activities. Second,
Come
he
on,
says
I
people of
think
Azamgarh are prone to
you're being
terrorist
restrained by
activities.
Allahabad
He
court
also gives an
for indulging in
example
vote
that
bank
for a
politics.
terrorist act
I
in
think you
Gujarat,
have been-
the youth who was
you have
shot
been
was
trying
from
to-
Azamgarh. What
been
kind
trying
of
to
reference
Can
is this, sir?
No, one second. You are also taking the argument a bit too far. 1 minute. You're taking the argument a bit too far. Let me ask the Congress Party representative. 1 second. Congress Party representative Rita Bahuguna Joshi, if you're going to be absolutely objective on the Newshour debate tonight, then my question to you is this. Is it not true that there is an Azamgarh module of the Indian Mujahideen? Has this not been documented? Is this not revealed in... No, Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav.
Module in a particular constituency.
Gaurav, please.
Let us understand.
Gaurav, let her speak.
Let us understand.
Constituency become terrorist.
The question is to Miss Rita Bahuguna
Please,
Joshi.
Gaurav, let me speak.
Gaurav,
Let me speak. Let
let
me
us
put
speak.
across facts as they are.
Rita Bahuguna Joshi.
Arnab, you have to understand. You have to understand what statement. I heard the statement. And it clearly said that this land, which was a land of saints and scholars, and has now become a land of terrorists. He has made a general statement where the entire district has been castigated as a terror district. Now look what they are doing. Please try to understand. Muzaffarnagar they did to polarize Western UP. Now in Eastern UP they know they didn't have a single seat, single MP in the last election. They have Mahant in Gorakhpur. They have pitted Amit Shah in Azamgarh. And he himself, Modi, went to Faizabad. And from 3 centers, they are trying to polarize the election. Totally. I don't buy Mr. Jaitley's argument. He took the name of Lord Ram. Lord Ram's name was taken at least half a dozen times.
In the context of Ram Rajya.
Everybody knows that Modi ji's program is preceded by a group of specialists. A team of specialists always precede the programs of Mr. Modi.
No, 1 second. One minute. Now we're shifting subjects. Let me come in. 1 second. We're shifting subjects. We're shifting. We're shifting subjects.
See, they want to polarize votes in Eastern UP. They want to do to Eastern UP what they did to Western UP.
And what are you doing by getting the Muslim cleric from Gujarat? 1 minute. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, I am asking Miss Joshi, and what are you doing by getting the Muslim cleric who refused the skull cap to campaign? What are you doing?
Well, please understand if some cleric is coming and saying vote for
some cleric.
That is a different issue. The Shankaracharya from Puri is coming to campaign for Mr. Modi. It's a separate. Baba Ramdev has gone all over the country asking for votes for BJP. But when you talk about Hindus and Muslims in the terms that these people are doing, what Man does, he makes hate speeches. What Amit Shah has done, he's made a hate speech. What Mr. Modi did was to polarize the Hindus. They are deliberately trying to polarize Eastern UP. Please try to understand this is a deliberate game plan.
Been running a very
the party that has started the campaign.
We have understood your game plan. You are no children. And the people are watching you very closely. You are a frustrated lot. You know you are not getting what you are anticipating.
One at a time again, please.
And you can even flow blood to get into power. You are desperate. And you know that you are frustrated. You are not getting the number of seats you thought. Your Gujarat model, nobody is buying. Gujarat model of governance, nobody is buying in the country. So you are becoming personal. You are becoming communal, and this is what you are doing to the nation. You are trying to polarize the nation. You talk in communal terms in Assam,
a minute,
in West
please.
Bengal, now in Lucknow,
a minute,
in Faizabad and Azamgarh.
A minute, please. 1 minute, please. Just a minute, please. Before I wrap up, I want to settle one question. Just one question. Gaurav, a minute, please. Gaurav, a minute, please. The picture of Narendra Modi today, can it be put on the screen, please? Narendra Modi making the speech in Faizabad, not Amethi. Faizabad, not Amethi. Let's go full frame with that picture. Now, Narendra Modi makes a speech. And this is where he makes a speech right behind him in the backdrop.
Behind him.
Right behind him. And that's when he's making the speech.
This is a sensitive area. This matter is pending before the Supreme Court.
What matter?
And look at the conduct of the BJP. This Ram temple issue is pending before the Supreme Court. And
Come
this
on,
is the
if
second
if
instance
one
that
were
they
to
have
only
used an
simply...
image.
Let him complete.
What Azam
No,
Khan
let Gaurav
speaks.
speak. Let Gaurav
It's an
speak.
act of frustration.
Listen,
It's an
the
act of
BJP should
frustration.
know that the
It's not
matter
banner
pertaining
votes.
to the Ram
Polarise
Temple
votes
Babri
in
Masjid
the
dispute
elections.
is pending before the Supreme Court. And what are they doing? They go to
We have stated
Saitama
as much
and
in our
they have the
manifesto.
picture of Lord Rama. BJP is the only party that does it. No other party has been using images of God except the BJP.
It's not a
and the
local
Election
mistake.
Commission of India
It's not a local
should ban
mistake.
Never.
Kamal Faruqi. I have 2 minutes left, so please listen to me. I need your cooperation. Kamal Faruqi, the BJP
It is
says,
Mr. Modi's.
the BJP says it's a mistake. The BJP says Kamal Faruqi galti ho gayi, it's a mistake.
It's not.
Arnab, this is the second time. This is not the first time.
Is it a mistake
Happened in one more rally.
Arnab,
or is it deliberate?
Arnab, yes, it was. Yes, it was a mistake. It was a blunder. It could be a kind of polarizing the whole thing Mr. Modi has done. And please, on Azamgarh, the statement which has been made by Mr. Amit Shah and my dear friend Mr. Narasimhan also making the same kind. Neither we can give any clean chit to any particular person, nor the entire community and the entire area could be blamed as the terrorist. This is highly objectionable.
No
this is
community
polarizing
has
the
been
whole thing.
blamed.
Yes, whosoever is the terrorist should be penalized.
Faruqi,
But you
please
cannot
don't-
generalize the whole thing.
please
You
see
cannot
the
generalize the
statement
whole
in
area.
proper light.
You cannot generalize the community.
No,
This
you
is
see,
what
when you
actually
talk
our
of-
objection is.
No, I think let me answer that, Arnab. When you talk of Dantewada, you talk of this as a Naxal district. Does it mean everyone who lives in Dantewada is a Naxal? That would be atrocious to make that statement. So therefore, when you say Azamgarh is a den of terrorists, there are a large number of terror suspects who have emanated from Azamgarh.
A person who was from
Gaurav Bhatia is responding. One at a time. Gaurav Bhatia is
Mr. Narasimhan, don't try to be
everyone is a suspect.
Your leader, Mr. Narendra Modi, he refers to a youth in Azamgarh and he says the attack that happened in Gujarat was due to a youth in Azamgarh. So all attacks all over India are only happening because of youth.
I'm asking.
No,
I'm asking.
This is a finding.
That is the
Come on,
analogy that
this
he's
is a
trying to
finding
make.
of the NIA, which is under the supervision of the central government. This was a finding of the NIA.
Rita Bahuguna
If you are
Joshi,
unaware,
Ms.
what can
Joshi.
I tell you?
NIA has
Ms.
not
Joshi,
said
Ms.
that
Joshi of the
entire
Congress Party. Ms. Joshi.
Please correct your
Mr. Rao, listen to the Congress Party response. It's 3 versus 2. 1 minute. 1
And
minute.
it's deliberate. It's
Rita Bahuguna
deliberate.
Joshi. Rita Bahuguna Joshi says it's deliberate. I want her to be heard. Ms. Joshi.
I'm saying it's a deliberate statement, it's obnoxious, it's an attempt to polarize the votes, and it's the strategy of Mr. Modi himself. Mr. Modi is designing everything in this campaign, right from the dress to the lotus that everybody will wear, to the dyes, to the speeches. Everything is being managed by him, and whatever is being done is deliberate, and it is being under desperation and frustration. Frustration because they are watching that their model of development is not being bought by the people. So they were personalizing this election, they are polarizing this election, and they will fail in this. So
Okay, Rita Bahuguna Joshi, Gaurav Bhatia, Kamal Faruqi, GVL Narasimha Rao,
Amit Shah there,
and Jay Narayan Vyas.
No, but Arnab,
Thank you very much.
Banned by the Election Commission of India.
Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.